Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed learning more about what you guys do in the networking session, as well as that yoga little stretching session. That was a good way to sort of start off the morning. So appreciated that as well. So I'm just going to, let's see. Just going to talk to you a little bit about our Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program, otherwise known as VITA, or the Earn It, Keep It, Save It Coalition. That is a free tax prep program that is provided by the United Way Bay Area. And so my name is Sophia Selassie, and I'm a program specialist. I've been with the United Way Bay Area's EKS program for about a year and a half. Last tax season was a different tax season than normal, and this one's going to be like that too, right? So I'll talk about some of the changes. I know some of you might have been familiar with how we've done the program in the past. There is some changes that I'd like to talk about, how we're adapting to COVID, as well as just some updates on tax laws that would be relevant to the families you serve, and just how you can find a preparation site. So just really quickly, for those of you who do not know, VITA is a national partnership that offers free tax prep services to low to mid-income families. Now, it says generally $56,000 a year. Honestly, I should take that out. That is on all our promotional materials, but sites have override over that, because we know that this program was designed as a national program to help low to mid-income folks, and $56,000 a year, you know, for a family of 4 in the Bay Area really isn't mid-income. So we sites do adjust. However, you know, we do prioritize the lowest income folks. And if I would just say that if a site does say, you know, a family makes too much money, let's just say 100,000 or so, I would recommend that they just call another site, because most sites are able to adjust if they have openings. And so we partner with all sorts of different community agencies, credit unions, food banks, churches, community colleges, to be able to provide free tax prep services. Normally, we have over 200 partners throughout the entire Bay Area. However, that number is much smaller this year. Many sites were not able to open up, unfortunately. For example, sites at colleges or libraries. Many of our sites were run by seniors or at senior centers. So we do have less sites than normal. That's just going to be the case. However, we have definitely have sites in all counties still, as well as virtual sites. And we, VITA services are limited to in-scope returns. And really what I can say to that is, not all, but most low income folks don't have taxes too complicated that we wouldn't be able to do them. We do, you know, we do help with people who are like independent contractors or own small businesses and have, you know, certain write-offs, but like really complicated sort of business taxes, as well as anything to do with rental income, as in you are, you own property you're renting out, we're not able to help with. I think I see it. And then we also, of course, help folks, you know, all sorts of folks, including I-10 holders, which are people who do not have social security number, generally undocumented folks who have an I-10 number instead. So why is this work important? It's important for, you know, obviously you don't want to, you know, if we provide high quality tax returns. So if you can get a high quality tax service, so if you can get it for free, why not, right? So we are able to help folks save money. Up to $200 to $400 is what folks usually pay for paid tax preparation, which we're able to do, you know, and it would still be done at high quality for free. But also, we really want to make sure folks know and are claiming all the tax credits that they are owed. That's really important to us. For example, we have the, earned income tax credit, which I will talk about a little bit. And then also the state of California has their own California earned income tax credit, as well as a young child tax credit. And for a young child tax credit is anybody who is eligible for the California earned income tax credit. If they have a child 5 or under, they will get another $1,000 on top of that as far as a refund goes, if they qualify. And unlike the federal EITC, the California earned income tax credit and the young child tax credit is open to I-10 holders. And that is something that has just happened new this year. And so we really want to promote that. And as well, there's also lots of other credits, child tax credits, credits, you can get for childcare, and many other credits that we can help folks claim and be able to get back their full refund. So I want to just talk about California income tax. So unlike the federal, I already said that, I'm sorry, federal EITC. So if you have no children, you still can qualify and get, or no children, no dependents, I should say, $243, and then it goes up from there, but with a maximum AGI, average gross income, of $30,000. And it can be a max credit of $3,027. And then, of course, the young child tax credit, if you have a child 5 or under, for another $1,000 on top of that. All right, and then also this year, I wanted to talk about the EITC, the federal earned income tax credit. There's a reconciliation. So, this year we know that the year 2020, there's people who worked a lot less than they normally did, either because they were, laid off, or they got hours cut, or they had to just leave their jobs because, they didn't have childcare. The pandemic caused lots of folks to lose their jobs. And so that means for some people, they're not going to, they made a lot less money, so their tax returns might be smaller than normal. And if they fall under that category, but still qualify for the EITC, you're able to use 2019's earned income to calculate the earned income tax credit for this year to sort of reconcile that difference. And I see some chat questions, so I guess I'll stop for a second. I don't know if it's...
So they want to know if we can share this information. I'll put the link you sent me on here, but I guess it's, let's see, can we get this info sent to them so we can share the PowerPoint? Is that okay, Sophia?
That's totally fine, yes.
Okay, great. So we'll add the PowerPoint and the link to our follow-up email to all participants.
Okay. And so for the federal earned income tax credits, the amounts that folks can make are higher than the California earned income credits, right? Where if a single head of household, we have one child, it's up to $41,000, all the way up to married filing jointly, 3 children, $56,844. That is for the tax year 2020 limits.
So there's another question about if a person got unemployment, does this person need to do taxes?
So yeah, unfortunately, unemployment, well, I mean, yes, unemployment is taxed in California if you did not, if you didn't, especially if you didn't, like when the, what is it? Sorry, I'm losing the, like get it withhold beforehand. Like there's an option for people to have the taxes taken out so that they won't end up having to owe taxes on unemployment. But if they did not do that, they would end up owing taxes on that unemployment.
Thank you.
And then I did want to talk about the models we have. So we are having, there are some limited in-person models, you know, obviously social distancing and with PPE and such, but we don't have that many of those models available this year. But we do still have some. We do know that for some folks, these other virtual options just aren't going to work. We also have our in-person drop-off tax prep, which is basically just folks, instead of sitting there present with the tax preparer getting their taxes done, they would just get their documents checked off, such as, you know, like their ID, tax documents, and then the tax preparer would prepare the taxes without them present. There would be a review, quality review done over the phone or through Zoom. And then the taxpayer would come back, look over it, make sure it's okay, and sign it. And then we would go and file it. And then the last one is remote drop-off, remote tax prep. So now that would be where they would upload their documents to a secure cloud account, usually like a Google Drive or account or something like that, Dropbox, and the tax preparations would be done remotely, and we would get it signed through DocuSign. And then I see we only have a few minutes, so I will, I'm gonna just go ahead and skip to the map. We have our Get Your Refund program, which is also our free tax prep, completely online. It's just that everything is done through our Get Your Refund platform. The United Way Bay Area has that virtual site that we're running. We normally don't run a site, but we are running a site. Like, that's just our site, not a partner site. And our partners are also using it as well. And then I just wanted to quickly we can take a look at the website. Oops. Oh, I don't know if we can.
I'll add the link in the chat box too.
Okay, yes. So at the website, there is a map. It is searchable by county, by type, by hours. I will say, so normally all our sites are really opening up this week, sort of next week. Most of our sites are pushing back their dates. Our map is usually like completely updated by now. It is not. Our sites are not, things are still really up in the air for a lot of people. And the IRS did push back the e-filing date, as in the date where we're allowed to file the taxes online, to February 12th. It's usually like right now or a little earlier. So sites are pushing back their time. So if you don't see a site that works for you and you want to like wait a little, you know, like not everybody has, it could be, but by February 12th, that would be it. The sites will all be up and our map will be completed. And things that people are going to need when they come to the sites or are doing it virtual, right? We need photo ID of every person on the tax return. As far as like if it's a married couple, the adults, we definitely need the socials of every child on the tax return, as well, of course, the adults. Bring in all sorts of wage statements and also bank account information if you have it, because this year more than ever, I would always suggest that you get your check direct deposited, but we've had like incredibly long delays last year, and I expect that to happen this year again. Like normally it'd be like 6 weeks till you get a check in the mail, and really it's been just months and months and months, and some folks haven't gotten their checks yet. The IRS is really backed up, so it would be important for that. And then lastly, let's see, I guess, yeah, I'll open it up for questions.